Hey Ratbags, the Bog Witch update is here and live for everyone across Xbox, Windows and PC Steam. Adding new skills, the brand new Scythe and more. Let's go over the patch notes and talk about the changes that happened from and during PTB. So there is the new trader, the Bog Witch. You'll find her in swamps. Now, if somehow you've explored all of your swamps that might be places where she would spawn, generally it's going to be in the same sort of radius circle as you would find the regular trader. As in, the Bog Witch is usually in a radius a certain amount of space from the centre of the map. Then you can use the command gen lock, PC at least anyway. Not too sure if that's available on Xbox, but that should regenerate, hopefully, the Bog Witch. She's going to sell you the brand new feast tray, which allows you to go ahead and place any foods, potions down on any kind of surface and table, including the brand new feast that will give you extra longer buffs for some of your food that you basically mash up together. There's 8 new potions, 3 new items of clothing, 3 new skills, 4 new build pieces, 2 new tools, 3 new emotes, 1 new event, and lots of bug fixes. So the feasts are meals that could be shared. You might have to use up certain resources, i.e. meals that you've already prepared, but then these become 10 portions that you'll be able to leave on a table or surface that anyone can come and eat. Part of this is new skill cooking, reducing the time it takes to craft food, and you get a chance to gain 1 extra food while crafting. The higher the number, the more chance that you'll be crafting extras. Farming skill reduces the stamina cost of using the cultivator and increases the durability of farming items. Chance to gain bonus yield while harvesting crops, i.e. you'll get more turnips when you go ahead and sow them or reap them. And you should get farming skill anytime you go ahead and gather any of the resources, as well as any wild fruits and mushrooms out in the world, but not dandelions. And then we've got the crafting skill. Reduce the time it takes to craft items and increases durability of crafting items, i.e. your hammer and stuff like that, when you're building, won't necessarily break as quickly. It also reduces the stamina cost of placing build pieces. The brand new tool, the serving tray, allows you to place any consumable item, like I told you guys. Then we've got the Scythe, allows you to speed up the harvesting of your crops. It does look like they have changed it now. The Scythe can be available by doing 2 things. You'll need to go and buy the handle from the Bog Witch, and you'll now need to defeat Moda for it to actually appear inside the Bog Witch's inventory. The Scythe will allow you to basically harvest bigger areas of your crops. The Bog Witch also sells a bunch of other stuff, including barrel rings. These are brand new, obviously, storage spaces that have a little bit more than just a regular chest, but you will need barrel rings to make them. You can buy candle wicks, which apparently do go out after a while, but they'll give you low light for a good long time, and you can go ahead and turn them on and off. Cured squirrel hamstrings, powdered dragon eggshells, fresh seaweed, pungent pebbles, fragrant bundles. These set of foods and spices are used to go ahead and make new potions and meads. Toadstools, ivy seeds. The toadstools are now also another consumable. They'll make you sick, but they are also used in other recipes. Ivy seeds are pretty much like the ashvin vines. Place them down and they'll grow against any surface. Then you've got the woodland herb blend, the mountain peak pepper powder, the grasslands herbalist harvest, herbs of the hidden hills, fiery spice powder, and seafarer's herbs. And these are all used to help make the feast alongside any of the older food and other resources. There are 2 new add-ons, the food preparation table and the mead kettle. The mead kettle is how you're going to be crafting your brand new potions that you can get using some of the herbs that you've gone and bought from the Bog Witch. And the food preparation table will allow some of the recipes to show up to make your feasts. There are brand new clothing items, the harvest tunic, the harvest dress and the straw hat. These will give bonuses to your harvesting, adding 25 extra harvesting skill when you wear both either the tunic and the hat, or the hat and the straw and the dress. When it comes to the feast, we've got whole roasted meadows boar, black forest buffet platter, swamp dweller's delight, hearty mounters logger stew, plains pie picnic, mushroom galore alomistans, ashlands gourmet bowl, sailor's bounty, berserker mead, tonica ratasok, lightfoot mead, drought of vanadir, mead of troll endurance, brew of animal whispers, anti-sting concoction, and the love potion, which can actually be bought. Now, I have done some separate guides with the PTB that show off what all these potions are, so go and check them out. I'll leave them in the comment section linked down below. So there is a new event and it's ghosts. It looks like if you go ahead and defeat big old bone mass, then ghosts have a chance to then start spawning. New emotes are relax, rest and toast. And the mead bases are crafted with the mead kettle instead of with the cauldron. Uncooked items are crafted with the food preparation table instead of the cauldron. Food placed with the serving tray is steaming of deliciousness. So various changes, various updates to Hilda's camp. Optimise Grey Dwarf Eye. Added ability to craft 5 times at once when holding down shift or left stick. Some old hard-coded strings have been fixed and now properly localised. Updated names and descriptions for some of the items in Hilda's shop. Food is now visible in player's hand during eating animation. Player-built pots now return charcoal resin on destruction. Console command added Saltcraft to be able to sort crafting lists by name, type, weight, count or original. Reduce radius of burn area on fire pits. Fix visual bug with aspen, rug and straw. Reset skill console command can now also take all. Various optimizations to make the game run a bit smoother. Frame rate should become more consistent when around a lot of buildings. Fixed input loss that occurred when running the game at lower frame rates. Fixed the slope knockback bug that would occur when hitting enemies with some attacks while on a steep slope. Fixed issue where if the menu was open during the generation of a new world, the join code would not be displayed. They've updated the Unity version to the latest one. Improved smoke rendering performance and visuals. Mead bases now have individual icons. Active status effects are now shown in rows of 7. Valuables now show item value, total value. Troll Staff and Staff of the Wild no longer refer to Dead Razor when you reach maximum summon capacity. Barley Flower max stack increased to 50. Black Marble Bench now shows correct text when hovered. So there is a bit of conjecture here. Feather Cape no longer has a boost to player jump height. This has been moved to the new Lightfoot Mead. According to some of the devs, this was a mistake and this would be reverted. But it looks like they have gone ahead and utilised this. So that does mean the Feather Cape might not be everyone's go-to cape anymore, which I kind of stan a little bit since, you know, everyone does rely on it quite a lot. It is pretty powerful, but I can still see some people still being a bit pissed. Berserk Axe secondary stack stamina cost increased to 32 from 28. Recipes for meads have been moved from the cauldron to the mead kettle. Recipes for uncooked food has been moved from the cauldron to the food preparation table. On Xbox, no longer crashing when blocking or unblocking other players and exiting player lists too fast. If you suspend a game after joined an online game, you can once again join another online game upon resuming without having to restart the whole game. And it fixed the bug where you could get stuck infinitely logging into the back-end service if you had deleted your Playfab account and subsequently lost internet. They made sure resolution drop down in graphics settings can be scrolled with a gamepad. They fixed the chat NPC text not clamping correctly to screen borders on resolutions other than 1080p. Fixed bugs with resolution and confirmation pop-up not showing up if you switch to other settings and click OK. Fixed so that the frame rate slider movement speeds up if held down when using a gamepad. Now filters out local IP addresses when searching for online servers. Few fixes for Linux, which I won't bother going over because no one plays on it. And equally on Mac too. I'm kidding. You can take a screenshot if you really want to read the patch notes instead of going to the website for them platforms. So they didn't go ahead and buff the crafting skill. I did feel like it was still a bit lackluster. Speeding up crafting and just giving a bit of durability while building. I don't know, I didn't really feel like that was enough of a buff. To me, there should be 2 skills there. Crafting skill and building skill. The building skill should absolutely reduce the stamina you use as well as the durability of items to build, i.e. hammers and more. But crafting should be another skill on its own that does speed up stuff, including anything that you cook in smelters, and also give you the chance to give you extra resources or reduce the cost. But we'll see how it plays out. Are you excited about jumping back in with these changes? It is a mini update, but it does add quite a lot of quality of life and basically makes the game a bit easier. Let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll be back in Valheim soon, as I'm going to try and do a 100 max skill challenge where I try and get every skill up to 100, which is pretty hard for me given I'm such a noob when it comes to actually playing Valheim sometimes. So I'll be back with more regular news. Any info in the future about Valheim, of course I'll be here first, and I'll see you rat bags later.